Let's go. Hey, quarter.
Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's got a first down past the 30. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 83 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. After the interception, here's Rosen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Myles Garrett able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
I got 15. Me. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things bounce.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 82 yards, and the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll start the drive with Drake. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. That one caught by Ellison. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
53's a must.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
52's the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check. Go back. We got motion. Back up.
On 3rd and short, Drake. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. So this is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Drake will start the drive on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Rosen off the play action. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Seibert's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Watch the twits.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run with Drake. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Now Landry. Landry, agile footwork. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
King.
You ain't got nothing. Check 4. Sponge. No.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he'll take this one down to the 36. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wild Card matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wild Card game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On third down, Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On first down, Drake. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Go, go.
Play action here with Rosen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jannard Avery in there to bury him for a loss of 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check. 53's Mike.
Hey, high 7.
That's right, man.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Alert, 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 alert.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Michael Thomas on the stop.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Hey, Urban,
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Returnable for Grant. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Dolphin football. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He goes underneath to Drake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, dude.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Right 52, right 52. Switch up, switch up. Hey, right 52.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Sheldon Rich. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. The Browns on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Under 10.
On 1st down. Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball right here. Alert, alert, alert. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Running, it's Drake. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Bravo!
Too little, Cupcake. Let's go, let's go.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
80. My 52, my 52.
Hey, Haywood.
Fourth down. Here's Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sione Taki. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Hey, alert. Hurry. Attack.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more that they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 77 yards. And the Dolphins gain a bit of respectability. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. He will push his way down to about the 14. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.